everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of Grim 86 Freedom First podcast, broadcasting deep behind enemy lines. My name is Chris.
You're a disease, and I'm the cure. I'm Johnny Doe.
My name is Jamie, and I guess Kenny's going last now because our order's all fucked up. So
move the nigga to the end. My name is Kenny.
Yeah, I was like, wait, Jamie's next to me right now.
My white guilt.
Yeah, exactly. It should be. Two white people shouldn't be that close ever.
I know. What the fuck, dude?
Oh, yeah, maybe it's segregation.
Minorities to the right.
I didn't even think of that.
Minorities to the right.
I'm going to just sit back here all back of the bus like.
Motherfucker.
Don't worry. I'm not far behind you, Kenny.
Welcome to episode 12. You can't get on the bus. Nigga.
I know. They'll fucking build a wall around the bus.
Exactly. Well, you can only work on the bus. You can't get on the bus.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Welcome to episode 12.
That started off great.
Yeah.
That's when you loosen the lug nugs on the bus.
Right?
We got it. We got
Episode 12 is racially charged right off the bat.
Hi, my name's Jim Crow.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We're going to go ahead and get this week
This
kicked
is
off.
Uncle Tom News.
What do we got? Who wants to start
first,
today? Huh?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Really quick.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because it kind of ties in.
That was
Go
fast.
for it.
Word.
What?
What?
I'm just fucking.
I was like,
Oh, man.
All right. So, in the news in Cancun, down in Mexico, do not go to Cancun.
Is
Don't
that
go
where
to
that is?
Mexico. Yeah. So they found 8 bodies on the beach. 2 of them were cut up in duffel bags.
damn.
And they were Americans, so they're advising American travelers not to go to Mexico right now.
That's a pretty good deterrent for me.
Yeah. Pretty hot down there. If you want...
Hey, Kenny, do you want to stay in the United States?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
Yes, I do.
Womp
I definitely do. Yeah,
Hey,
that was horrible.
what's their how is this going to affect
I'm so
their
mad
tourism
already.
dollars? Because they make a lot of money on American tourists.
Right now, I don't think Mexico really cares about tourism.
Hashtag end the drug
Well,
war.
no, they
Yeah.
do, because they make they make trillions of dollars on tourism and trade with us. So if there's an advisory for Americans to stop traveling to Mexico, that's going to hit their.
But that's been an advisory for a couple of years now. Even when Obama was in office.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was an advisory.
So why was it in because of the 8 bodies? Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's even more so because there was 8 tourists that were murdered.
And allegedly cut and put into duffel bag. Fuck that,
Not
dude.
allegedly.
Not allegedly.
They
That
found-
happened? That's
Yeah.
straight up, like, there's no...
That
There's no
happened.
allegedly.
No ifs,
to that.
ands, or buts
No.
about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
It
absolutely
happened.
happened.
We got
Body
people in
part.
The
duffel
allegedly
bags.
part is who
He said
did it.
Allegedly.
That's fucking...
Allegedly, it was not the
Yeah.
cartel.
It's terrifying.
Nice.
Allegedly, don't
Jesus.
take your ass to Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh
Stay
my God.
stay in
Yeah.
America.
Well, that's fucking terrifying.
And stay the fuck out of the water, too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there's a third threat.
Yes, they ended up... Yeah, they ended up dead.
Traveling overseas.
Oh,
In the
right?
water.
Big threat right there. Hey, you guys
Fuck
remember
that.
the sound of a fucking dodgeball?
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Oh,
That
yeah.
little
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
sound, you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Especially when it hits you in the fucking head.
Oh, dude.
Remember that shit?
No, that never happened to me.
Whatever.
I kicked one of those.
Well, yeah, when you did the
playing
kickball. Yeah,
I've
yeah,
got
yeah.
hit.
I forgot about
nailed
kickball.
people
Yeah,
with
yeah.
those.
That was
fucking
fun.
things.
Dude,
I've been hit in the
Yo.
head playing kickball, but not dodgeball.
Jamie?
What about Foursquare? Who played
I
fucking
didn't-
Oh,
I don't-
yeah.
I didn't-
Yeah, I played Foursquare.
What?
Foursquare was the shit, dude.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No comment.
Not me.
It was.
So, yeah.
Like, everybody
Okay.
played Foursquare.
No, they didn't.
But now
Or-
they can't
or
even play that.
tetherball.
They can't even play that shit in school. Oh yeah.
Oh, tetherball was
You can't play
fucking
that shit in
tight.
school no
Yeah.
more.
No, you
Wait,
can't.
you can't play what?
Dodgeball.
So what?
They pulled it out of like the PE classes like a
so
couple
the
years back.
red rubber ball companies,
it's,
like they're out of business.
It
now.
supposedly
we need to
was
find those and buy one of those.
sure, but it was
Does it have
supposedly
one?
because people were getting bullied.
Oh God.
Yeah, because
Yo.
everyone has to be a winner.
Did you see that fucking it was like a high school softball fucking pitcher playing fucking dodgeball? She's just nailing kids in the fucking
Nice.
head.
That's cool.
Oh, dude, the underhand
With the
fucking,
underhand, yeah,
dude,
dude.
just reaming these kids, laying them the fuck
Wrecking
out.
little
It
bastards.
was hilarious, dude. She's
Damn.
just fucking crushing on people.
You're gonna have to send me that video.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's fucking
I just
funny,
want
At some
dude.
point, we're gonna have
Yeah.
to. Maybe we should find that one a little bit later in the show.
Yeah, maybe
on the
after the break. Yeah.
break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you
I'll
know
figure
what
it
I
out.
also saw when I was browsing Facebook, which I rarely go on.
What?
Is there was a baseball field and there was a sign that said, what the hell did it say? I'll find it later. We'll do it after the break. 'Cause I can't. I just went blank.
You know what, Kenny? That's amazing.
Yeah,
That was
don't start
cool
that.
shit.
That was
Right.
amazing.
That was pretty amazing.
See, now I'm further away, so I can
no
start more shit.
dude.
I can still. reach
No!
out and fucking touch
He's gonna smack me, and I'm gonna smack you.
Yeah, I like relay it down.
you. Not
Chain
Chris
reaction.
out. He's just gonna headbutt you.
All right, you want to talk about the Chris? Your
Oh,
free talk.
Dwayne Johnson is in the news.
Oh,
today.
The Rock is back!
No.
Finally,
Hold
The
on.
Rock has
Got
come
another
back
movie.
to
Hold up.
Monsanto.
Everyone fucking stop.
Yes.
You're going to talk about Dwayne Johnson right now.
We're gonna talk about
I
Dwayne
fucking hope that this is not bad news because that motherfucker is my idol.
No, it's not actually Dwayne Dwayne
Did you
The
prefer
Rock
his
Johnson.
movies or his WWE or WWF?
Oh no,
Actually,
no, no!
you
We're not
know
talking
what?
about. Get
okay.
the fuck out of here!
I actually.
No,
like
we're not
to
talking
show
about The Rock,
ballers.
assholes. We're talking about Dwayne Johnson, who's suing Monsanto because he was poisoned by
Allegedly.
No, it's well,
It's official?
It's a no,
It's official.
because his doctor-
Totally
official.
other Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
so
All right.
him being
Monsanto.
poisoned was alleged.
Okay, so he was
Was not
allegedly
proven.
poisoned by
Right.
Monsanto,
But he was
and their glyphosate. Glyphosate is the active ingredient in Roundup. So this guy wins an award of $289 million.
He's going to see less than half.
Unfortunately,
Oh, he's
he's
fucking lucky.
dying from cancer
It's too bad.
from the glyphosate. So
Hey, would you make it rain at every strip club here to
God.
fucking New
In
York?
San
Well, you're gonna
Francisco?
die.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I would
Oh, yeah.
so much fucking blood.
Did you just say in San Francisco?
Yes.
Okay.
I said from. I said from.
I
just want to.
I love
wait,
San
wait, wait,
Francisco,
hold on.
dude. I love San Francisco. I just
Did
don't
he
like
just
the
say
smell.
San Francisco?
I don't like the smell.
You said
Yeah.
you would make it rain in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, there's
You
hella
fucking
strip
hate
clubs.
San Francisco.
There's no.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
I hate
no,
the
hold up.
smell.
Nobody's gonna fucking address that.
I
You talk
hate-
so much
I
shit
love
about
San Francisco.
No,
I-
fuck that.
I just hate all the shit on the street and how dirty it's become. That's my only problem with San Francisco.
With your 289 million, you can clean it up.
Yeah, you could, or you could just go down to Centerfolds and drop hella cash on strippers
Why would you do that?
because that's what guys with money do.
No, it's not. Smart guys
Allegedly.
reinvest.
So look-
for their
Yeah, I'm
friends.
sure
let's
I'm
say-
sure
let's
some of that
say-
money will be invested,
Hold up.
but some of it will be invested.
He should
into
invest in
Centerfolds.
Monsanto,
Dude, let's say he makes away with call it 150 million out of that
Not gonna
lawsuit,
happen.
right? Let's just say
Okay.
150. That's pretty gratuitous, right?
Right?
You put 100 million of that away for your family. All right,
Why?
invest it because of your fucking family. You can't, because then you still have 50 million fucking dollars to
You
go kill
smoke it.
yourself with.
You
Look,
smoke
can
it
put
all.
whatever you
You
want.
could put it all away.
You smoke it all.
You put it all away and live off the interest,
Oh,
You buy
fuck.
100
But you're
That's
gonna
what
die
you do.
anyway.
You
So
buy
I'm saying,
150
Right.
mil worth
dude.
of
And this
heroin
guy's
and
this
just
guy only
call
has
it
a few
day.
years left, dude. His body is so wrecked.
I'm saying you take 150, you put it away for the people that you care about, and then after that, you buy the fastest car you can fucking buy, all the drugs, all the
And
women,
drive it off a
whatever
pier?
the fuck you want. No, into a fucking brick wall, like fucking whatever. 214 miles an hour into a goddamn brick wall.
What I would
Fuck,
do
call it
with
a
the
day.
money is go find some like evil fucking scientist that could like transfer your fucking brain into a robot.
So you go mad
That's what I would do.
scientist with it.
Conscious.
If you guys could, would you do
Yeah.
that? If you
Sure.
could transfer
Why
your
not?
mind or your consciousness.
But wait, we
Out-
should finish
out of-
talking
do that?
about.
Hold
fucking
on, I'm just
Monsanto,
asking,
dude.
would you
Out
do
of
it?
my
No,
dead
of course I
body
would.
into a robot,
No.
No, your consciousness.
No.
but out of my dying body into a robot.
Your
Would I do that?
consciousness would you put into a robot body or a shell? What if it's a clone?
No.
Yeah, no, fuck yeah, I would. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
I would too.
That'd be
So me
awesome.
and Jamie are on
Ghost
that.
in a shell,
That'd be
dude.
awesome.
Yeah.
Would you?
No,
Negative.
because then I get to be a fucking robot and
Yeah.
I'm gonna die anyway.
Or cyborg or a shell of a clone. It could be a human.
I would just like to be uploaded to the internet, dude. That's
you want to be
What's
the
his
wanna
name?
be-
Max Headroom or whatever?
no. Job. Remember that movie?
No.
Lawnmower Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
dude.
dude.
I do.
Upload my shit to
Fuck.
the fucking
I haven't
internet,
seen
dude.
that in forever.
I know.
All right, getting back to
Oh,
Monsanto.
that's-
I just was curious about.
So this guy wins an award of 289 million. Unfortunately, he's really, really sick. He has sores that
Yeah.
cover the majority of his body, and he can't.
Isn't that
that's the
herpes?
Monsanto.
He can't really move that much. No, it's a side effect of being a groundskeeper. So play that video. Play the judgment. Yeah.
Okay,
Is that him?
here it is.
Yeah, that was him right there.
He looks gray.
Yeah, dude.
That's not good.
He's fucked up.
Yeah. I don't even think he has ears.
Was
sound, hang on.
Monsanto's failure to warn
There we go,
a
sorry.
substantial factor in causing harm to Mr. Johnson? Answer, yes.
Johnson Law.
Claim of damages. What are Mr. Johnson's damages? Past economic loss, $819,882.32.
Wow.
Future economic loss, $1,433,327. Past non-economic loss, $4 million. Future non-economic loss, $33 million. With regard to punitive damages, did you find by clear and convincing evidence that Monsanto acted with malice or oppression in the conduct upon which you base your finding of liability in favor of Mr. Johnson? Answer, yes. Was the conduct constituting malice or oppression committed, ratified, or authorized by one or more officers, directors, or managing agents of Monsanto acting on behalf of Monsanto? Answer, yes. What amount of punitive damages, if any, do you award to Mr. Johnson? Answer, $250 million. Signed by the presiding juror, dated August 10th, 2018.
Wow, dude.
So he got $250
Holy fuck, dude.
million.
I think they're taking into account some what is it, interest or something.
Okay.
Yo, and that's not even a fucking drop in the bucket for these people.
The one thing I want to know is, where the fuck was he working that he made $800 and some thousand? And
I think that they're calculating in like medical and everything else too.
Over his lifetime, like what he could.
No, because then they were like economical damages.
Well,
of
so
$4
I think
million.
I think economical damages could include wages and or medical expenses, and non-economical damages could include that's like pain and suffering. That's like
Right.
psychological damage.
Right.
Stuff that you, how do you put a dollar amount value on that? But
I'll look into
Right.
it. I'll
that's
get
their
more.
fucking job. I
I'll
don't
get
know.
more information on the verdict for the next show.
Yeah.
And we could talk about it more, but this is something we brought up on our very first show. We wanted to warn you guys about the dangers of using Roundup in Monsanto and what Monsanto was doing to our food supply. I mean, this stuff is in our everyday food. Well, you go to the store, you pick up GMOs. Those GMOs are going to have glyphosate in them.
Fucking sucralose.
Yeah, all that stuff is the GMO products. Sucralose is fake sugar. For those of you who don't
it's
know,
aspartame.
Aspartame, yeah.
Aspartame.
Rebranded. It's fucking bullshit.
But on a lighter note, Bayer did announce that they're not going to move the Monsanto plant out of St. Louis. They're going to keep it there.
Yeah, nobody wants fucking a poison company on their fucking soil.
No, they're not moving it. So people get to keep their jobs.
Well,
Yeah.
but see, this opens up class action lawsuits for Monsanto and Bayer. So eventually that Roundup will disappear because it's already.
I drink that shit every day. So.
Yeah, it'll disappear. They'll rebrand it, or they'll change a few components in it and continue to keep using it.
Crazy.
But this opens up class action lawsuits for people who have come in contact with it and have cancer now.
But that's pretty much everybody.
Well, and that's why it's probably going to go away, because they're not going to be able to keep up with the lawsuits. I mean, that's every American. We are all. Shit, this is worldwide, man. It's not just Americans. In India, they use Roundup like crazy out there, and Monsanto and GMOs and all that stuff. So, a big win for Mr. Johnson. A big win for freedom fighters. We were on it at the very beginning when we heard about it. You guys knew about it. We're all ahead of the game.
Yep.
I don't think he won,
fuck.
even though he got that money.
Well, no, he's dying, but I mean, at least his family will be okay.
He should have got a divorce.
He doesn't fucking spend all his money on goddamn blow like you motherfuckers want to do. I'm telling
me.
you, $100 million.
Yeah.
Not me.
Guns and blow.
I'm looking for evil
That's
scientists.
what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm doing.
Guns and blow.
Well, I'm an evil scientist. I
The
need
only one
your
that has
money, John.
Guns,
Fucking-
blow.
No, man, I'm going to give my evil scientist some money. I'm going to transfer my consciousness into another shell.
Yeah.
I'll build you a robot.
No,
I'm the
a
one
real evil scientist.
Yeah, I'm real evil.
No, Blackula doesn't count, bro.
Such a fucking hater.
I'm the only one with a sensible
can we
goddamn
pull
answer.
up
Positive because I'm down here at the end of the table over here.
Yeah.
Proof
you
positive.
guys believe in Atlantis?
No, I don't. I don't believe in anything.
I
Kenny,
believe that
was
everything-
too fucking. Think about it for a second.
I
Before you
be-
answer. That was too goddamn fast.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Anything coming out of Johnny's mouth.
No,
He's
get the fuck out of here.
He's like, do you believe it?
Get
Nope.
the fuck out
You
of
want to
here.
know why?
Doesn't matter.
Why?
I
Because I'm over here.
Bro, this is science
at
we're
the end of
talking
the
about
table.
right now.
so
Not
I
science.
believe.
Yes.
I mean, there's these myths have to come out of some
Something.
truth. So I believe that there was a city that was fabulous.
Do you believe it had advanced technology?
I believe that. You know what? I just saw this
it was called
documentary
Egypt.
of a
Stupid.
Then the fucking
of,
white man
of
came.
a
You get push play
stone.
whenever you want
A
and, like, do the
stone. So fuck me, right?
No, we just
No,
talk
you
over
can
it.
keep talking.
It's
just talk over it,
it's
bro.
a stone like machine that did some kind of calculations. It was like the first computer. And
See, look, that doesn't look like Egypt.
yeah, and it was like it was like
That was
predated what we know about history.
Right, right. It would have been before
And it
our
was called
modern
the Archimedes calendar.
history.
Is what you're talking about, Chris.
No, it's actually something else.
Yeah.
So do you believe in? You think? Maybe?
Yeah, I think that. I mean, yeah, I
I'm
do.
going with the
I do.
strong maybe.
I believe that.
I don't know if they had flying cars.
Well, yeah, this is just for fun here. What do you think,
Wait,
Kenny? You
so-
say no?
No, I think it's real.
Oh, after all that,
So
what do you think?
Atlantis to me has always been an underwater civilization. Is that what?
No, that's the
No.
comic book nonsense,
Yeah,
bro.
stop, Aquaman.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, my bad,
Atlantis
my bad.
is supposed to be actual like continent, right? Or island.
Yeah,
It was
it
a-
was
it was a
actual continent
Yeah.
that got swallowed up in a huge either earthquake or volcano.
It disappeared.
explosion.
Who was it?
disappeared.
Plato that wrote about
Slipped
it?
into
Was that
the
who it was?
ocean.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
It slipped into the ocean.
And it had advanced technology
Supposedly.
and
Yeah, supposedly. To the point that Hitler had a team of people actually searching for it.
Yeah, and they actually thought that they were part of their race.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So the first things first with that is I'm not going to trust a whole lot of stuff that Hitler assigned people to do. To
I would.
be like super. Are you goddamn kidding me?
He's a fucking
Yeah.
smart motherfucker. I'm not saying he's right. I'm
Hey,
just
really
saying-
quick,
although-
lean back real quick. The technology that we got,
All
out of
the
that-
rockets, everything we got is from
was
him.
From the German,
From Germany, right?
Yeah.
We got a lot of it, yes, but the
What do you
American
mean a
scientists.
lot of it.
well,
No,
dude,
American
radio-
scientists stole that
radio
shit
came
from
from Germany.
Yeah,
Right, and I know that we took a lot of German scientists over, and like fucking Einstein.
Do you
was
think
German and all that sort of
that
stuff.
even if Atlantis wasn't real, do you think that there may have been like a technological society
No, definitely.
Of course.
at some
yeah.
point before us?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
and here's my theory behind it.
I actually watched this
people
whole
were
series.
back then are just as smart as people now. So there's no reason why they wouldn't have advanced technology. Maybe not the technology that we have today, but more advanced than other civilizations around at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to wholeheartedly disagree with that.
You don't think they
How-
were as smart as
I-
us?
I don't.
Absolutely not.
They were. I
Dude.
mean, like academics have studied it. They were just as smart and talented as we are today.
Okay, but people back then didn't have fucking Google in their pocket.
No, they didn't.
No, but
No, but intelligence
that's
wise,
not part
like
of, yeah.
IQ wise, they were just as smart.
That's
I don't know because like the
gotta be-
hunter gatherers weren't smart and all
That's-
that. But
No,
what I'm
no,
talking
you're
about is
talking
before.
You're talking prehistoric. This would be like maybe 10,000 years ago.
I'm just gonna say that I think that intelligence, if we're gonna try and put it on a scale from then and now, it's got to be relative, because I think that the average person's overall, if you want to calculate intelligence just by the sheer the amount of things that they know, well, nowadays people know so much more.
Okay,
Then
so let
anything
me
can be
put it
read
like
from-
this.
It had to come from a book or it came from a teacher. There's only two sources of knowledge that you had.
Let
Now-
me put it like this. Then.
Limitless.
They were they had the capability of being as intelligent as us.
Okay, I can
That's
agree with that.
that's not true
Okay.
though.
It is true.
No, you want to know why?
It's
Because-
scientific fact.
No, the information that
Science.
we have now, like Jamie was saying, is
I'm not-
readily available at our fingertips.
I'm not talking about
10,000 years ago, though.
that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about they're just as smart, even though they didn't have they had the same abilities to think logically about problems and situations just like we do today. Just because we have Google at our fingertips doesn't make us any smarter than them. It just makes us. It just gives us more accessibility to knowledge that
Which
they
would
didn't
then
have.
make us smarter because knowledge is power.
Okay, but that's not what I'm saying. Like I don't know if I'm not explaining it right
You're
or
not.
you guys just don't get it. What I'm saying is they
It's our fault.
they could they had the capability of understanding with reason and logic just like we do today is what I'm saying.
Critical thinking.
Critical thinking, yeah, all that kind of stuff. So because they didn't have books and the knowledge that we have today after like a millennia of discovery and stuff like that, doesn't mean that they weren't capable of discovering these things on their own.
No, we're not saying that they weren't. But
Well, that's what
that
I'm
doesn't
saying.
But because we have that knowledge and that access to that knowledge, it inherently makes us smarter.
Okay, so
right.
anyways, do you
I
think
give
that do you think that possibly they were aliens? Like they like
No, because they weren't as smart as us.
What?
I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
I don't know.
I'm just trying
Fuck,
to
I don't know, dude.
ask question.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
If they had access to all
Like how
alien
like they say
technology,
the
sure.
Egyptians had maybe help and all that shit.
Yo, I so believe that because we can't replicate how they built what they built with today's technology.
Yeah. So it could be that they're either alien or they did have help from them, or even that there was an advanced civilization before that had more tech than we actually think.
Yes.
Maybe. I'm just asking.
I'm going to say yes.
This was just
I watch
asking
way
questions.
too much History and Discovery Channel
Yeah.
to disagree with you.
Aliens.
Yeah, exactly. They do it.
I already did it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you did. Good. Good for you. Good for you. All
I
right,
just
cool.
didn't make the noise. Damn it. I should have.
Yeah, you should have. The noise, not the word.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I mean, it's technically a noise, right? It just also is a word.
What the fuck is going on?
Yes, Jamie. You are correct.
This is what happens when
Sound
we
is
take time
coming
off.
out of my voice, of my
Right.
mouth.
Do you understand the words?
Yeah. All right. So, anyone else have free talk, or are we?
Wait, so what was... Okay, never mind.
What?
No.
The conclusion there?
Yeah.
It was. Do you think that aliens were part of that advanced civilization, or had a part of it? I already know Jamie's like on the whole. Yeah. Then no, we already know because of the alien stance that you have.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. I mean,
Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
But we didn't know it. You said yes.
I don't even think they helped build the pyramids. I think
Yeah.
we did that ourselves.
Yeah, could have been a advanced civilization, right?
No.
Then how did they build them?
Could have just been years of oppression and slavery, and you just keep throwing
No,
people at 'em
there's
until they get
evidence
built.
of people who were craftsmen and who actually like moved the blocks. Like they had
Yeah, but
Okay.
teams of
every
workers.
single thing
Wait,
I've
They
seen
had
on
teams
it,
of workers. They had
the
Can I
they
ask-
had specialized workers.
Can I ask a question really quick?
Yeah.
So
free talk, bro.
every pyramid from Egypt to the Philippines to
South America,
why do they all resemble each other?
Probably because it was the most. It was the easiest structure they could put together.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
That's my answer. That's what I think.
So you think these separate countries, separate tribes, or whatever the cultures, all came up with the same basic idea without having
No,
any
because
type
we
of-
know that the Mayans traveled, used boats to travel to different islands to make structures to. Oh shit.
We all came up with the fucking skyscraper and the automobile on different goddamn islands. At the
Yeah,
same
that's
time.
what I-
Like, mean,
but-
fuck,
but-
yeah,
but
maybe,
wait,
maybe
wait.
it is entirely possible.
But wait, they came up. They actually traveled from the main island to smaller islands to create structures to document the movement of the stars and stuff like that. So, and like Jamie said, we build buildings in New York and Hong Kong. I mean, why wouldn't they figure something out like that?
Yeah.
Kenny, though, I
we're,
will say
we're gonna come back to.
I feel like no
Yeah.
one's talking today. It's
No, Kenny, I'm just gonna say that I see your like objectivism, and I'm not trying to shoot you down because
okay.
I want to hear more about that because that's an interesting.
So
theory.
I'll do some more research and we'll come back.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
That's
Did you hear recently about the snow covered pyramids?
Yes.
Okay, so that was something new, and that's just to kind of give you more to your argument. I'm not trying to say that I'm fucking right. I'm just trying to
Yeah, if you want to look more about it, look up Snowball. # Snowball. Look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, # snowballing.
So real quick,
Yeah.
Look it up.
real quick. So where I was going with that.
This is why you two shouldn't sit together.
They are just as smart as us. They have the same brain size, the same capacity to learn. That's where I was going with that. That's it.
Right. I'm not trying to disagree with you. I just think that like if you were to look at the overall intelligence, you were to look at the overall like even critical thinking, problem solving, there's a lot of stuff that can attribute to someone's overall growth and intellectual development today, whether it's something as stupid as map reading skills or playing video games or little, solving puzzles and shit like that. They didn't exactly have brain teasers back then.
No.
So
but what I'm saying is if you took one of those people out of that time and brought them into our time.
Okay, quite possibly.
They
would shit themselves.
If we, they would. Yeah, their heads would fucking explode.
Let's for a second say that they could adapt. They could easily learn everything
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
That's all I was going with that.
Okay.
You guys want to know a really good brain teaser?
Yeah.
Don't ever do that again.
You guys said yeah, so.
God damn it.
Someone's got to lighten this shit
God
up,
damn
bro.
it, dude.
What is
God
your
damn
fucking problem?
I'm the victim here.
You're not.
I am completely the victim here.
He's doing this again. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Science.
Son of a bitch.
No.
All right. No, I'm glad you did that. That needed to be done.
Yeah.
That needed to be done.
Sure.
All right. Fuck.
You're welcome. Now you know how to tease your brain.
Aliens and pyramids in the next episode.
Yeah. We'll put like rainbow music. Rainbow music. Yeah, that's a thing, right?
Yeah. There's Lucky Charms.
Oh, speaking of that, they Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios, Lucky Charms. They said the wheat that was used to make those Cheerios are making people sick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's
Really?
like Honey Nut Cheerios. If you guys want to look it up, bust a nut, look it up on the internet, the interwebs.
So this is a last seating
That's-
arrangement.
No,
It's gonna be
why?
Because you're out of control.
I don't
when
feel
you're
like that
over
has
by
anything to
Jamie.
do with it.
It does.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit by Jamie next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
think
needs
that's
to be moved.
That's gonna be the order.
Yeah.
Yo, okay, just because you two don't like sitting next to each other doesn't mean
What are
that
you talking- I love this guy.
I feel like episode 5 of the sideshow went really well.
The thing is, we can't have two white people sitting together because you guys start like.
That's racist, man.
I feel like we
It
haven't
is.
collaborated at
It
all.
becomes racism
See,
when
now
you
I'm
guys
the
sit
victim.
together.
See, now I'm the victim.
When you guys sit together,
we're the victims.
racist.
We are
This
being.
No.
This is crazy.
To be
Victimized
honest,
right now.
It becomes racism.
You need
can't
a
believe this is
parent
happening.
in between the two of you.
Yeah, that's more. That's more of what
may
we're
be
going
true.
with.
That
That
what
may
really
be
has
breaks it
nothing to
down.
do with
Okay,
race.
that may be
All
true.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Skin color has nothing to do with it. You guys need a parent in
so
between
yeah,
you two.
we're
You
the
guys are like
we're the two that
kids
don't
in the
have
back of
kids
the
and they
car.
have kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe we didn't.
Although
You
we
guys
know
need
of.
some Acrite
Maybe,
pills.
yeah, maybe we need to work this out. I don't know. This is fucking ridiculous.
All right. So you guys
God
good on
damn
free
it.
talk? Anyone else have anything? No?
We can kind of. You guys want to go ahead and move right into the topic number one?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll bring it back in. Thank you for enduring our shit show there. We're really glad you're
It was
still
just
with
science,
us here.
bro.
Science.
So first topic today is how your daily life may get in the way of your dreams. We want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, Kenny wanted to bring this one up. And remember when we talked about the commute and stuff?
Yes.
He was flipping me off, so I didn't notice. So that's like one of the things, right? How everyone's jobs are further away. Like that's what when you said that was like the first thing that caught my attention.
So I've been thinking about this a lot lately at work while I'm working. Is you only have 24 hours in a day. You have the same 24 hours as anybody else. And what you do with those 24 hours dictates your life, right? So you can either choose to just go about your daily routine and drudge along in life, not being fulfilled. You know, maybe that's something that you want to do. Or you can find a way to achieve your dreams while you drudge along in this drone society that we have, right?
Prioritizing.
Right.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, if no one else has anything to go with first,
go
I want to touch on that a little bit because I feel like
touch me.
I feel like I want to touch Chris just a little bit though. No, yeah, I think that we all have dreams, we all have aspirations, but we all have to sort of slide in this mold that society has made for us. Whether it's our job, it's our daily responsibilities, it's the bills that we have to pay, it's the things that keep our life going and moving forward. And me, in my daily life, I don't necessarily get to do a lot of the things that I consider myself doing for the rest of my life because I'm too busy trying to make a living just to try to make it by. And so
like most people.
Yeah, well, that's why this topic kind of like it really resonates with me is because ultimately we have what we're trying to do here. We want to make this a much larger thing than it actually is, and eventually if that ends up being a form of income, that'd be great. But we have to support it. So it's a struggle right now. Yep. We have to not only support
paid for everything ourselves.
Exactly
made it all ourselves.
We have to support ourselves. We have to find time to then do this while we're too busy, while we're working full-time jobs and supporting ourselves and in your guys' case, your families. You know what I mean? Like this is it's got to be doubly hard for the two of you.
No,
but it's one of those things where it's like it's all about balance. You do what you can where you can, and don't ever not celebrate the small victories. That's the one thing that I've been trying to tell myself in life is like any fucking little victory you get, don't let anybody take that from you. Celebrate it because no one else is going to do it for you.
True. Yeah. Yeah, prioritizing is a big deal with it too. It's because like if you have a band, if you have a podcast, if you have any kind of hobby, even if it's just even working out, even though that should be more than just a dream or whatever, it's like you should always push and make the time. Everyone has time. They just have to budget it right. You know what I mean? Like no one does that.
That can be tricky.
Sure, it can be. No one's saying it's easy, but you can do it. You can make the time.
Oh, it's definitely going to be hard as shit because we get caught up, like Jamie said, too busy working and trying to make a living.
Well, think about it. Like, how many people always can tell you about the TV show, the sports game that they watched, or some other BS that they're doing?
So, I was going to tell you, so technically most Americans
video games
work only 8 hours a day.
Go fuck yourself.
So you have 8 hours where you're at work, where you're working. So that's 8 hours of your day that's concentrated on working. That still leaves time for you to do the things you want to achieve. Okay, so let's put in effect, if you live in this area, in California, the Bay Area, we'll even give you 2 hours of commute time. That's to and from work, so then 10 hours of the day are gone. That leaves you 14 hours. Most people don't sleep a full 8 hours, because I know I definitely don't.
6 hours average, probably. Right. Would you say?
Yeah, solid probably,
6, okay? So then that still leaves you with roughly, 8 hours, 9 hours of activities that you could do towards your dream. If you sit down and even just take an hour of your day every day of time to block that out.
Or even every other day.
Right.
It doesn't have to be every single day.
You can achieve your goals much faster than you think. We start to get in the mindset where people get complacent with what they're doing, and then you lose sight of focus of what it was that you really wanted to do.
Right. And a lot of times you get mentally burned out from work or the daily grind, and then you just get home and you're just like, oh, I just want to watch TV and veg out.
Yeah, lose motivation. And I find myself
or drink
doing
at the bar or some shit like that.
Right. Complacent. That's a perfect fucking word to use to describe it.
Comes down to having the discipline to fucking tell yourself to just put that time aside, write it down on paper, get your schedule out, like this is when I work and this is when I'm going to work out or do whatever else, chores. What else is there? Any errands that you have to run,
something
right? Something
productive.
Yeah. But then you can add in your dreams, like if it's music or just even a hobby. It could be a hobby. It doesn't have to be a dream. It could be your hobby that you really want to do. You want to start learning how to play an instrument or writing poetry or whatever the hell it is, right? You can always find time for that. Or painting.
Yeah. I mean, so basically what made me come to this topic is I just turned 40 a couple months ago, and like
Old balls.
yeah, pretty much.
Gray bush.
Just trying to like now at this time in my life where I want to focus on things that make me happy. I've been working since I was 13 years old. Well, 12, 13. To be where I want to have free time to do the things that I enjoy instead of just feeling like I'm stuck in that grind of always like work, home, work, home, work, home, So as to what you were saying, make sure that you celebrate the little victories that you have, but also finding the time in your day instead of making excuses like, oh, I'm tired from work or whatever, and then just getting home, either getting on video games or just sitting there watching some dumb program that you really shouldn't be watching.
And I think it's very important to be able to decipher from celebrating a small victory to patting yourself on the back for something that you know that you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Because I've known people like that where they'll do a remedial task like, oh, I went out and got my car registered today, or oh, I went and I paid my insurance, or I went and I did the stuff that you are expected to do as an adult. And they'll just fucking sit there and just like, oh, good job on me. And it's like, yeah, great job, asshole. Like, everyone has to do that. Like, no one's fucking proud for you. But exactly, so there's a fine line. I'm not saying don't celebrate those things, but don't like overly fucking give yourself credit for shit that you knew you had to do in the first place. Small victories to me is something like, oh, I finally made a little bit of progress in this area where I've been suffering. And that to me is a small victory that's worth celebrating. You know what I mean? Too many people celebrate adulting nowadays. It's like, like fucking.
Well, that's social media too.
Congratulations, that's what everyone does.
And that's another one, dude. Think about how much time everyone, including us, spend on social media, from YouTube, Facebook,
way too much.
Instagram, any of that.
Although spend time on YouTube watching us.
Well, that's different. That's investing your time, my friend.
Yeah.
Invest your time with Room 86.
Yeah.
So
every show you watch is a small victory that you're allowed to celebrate.
Here's how I
feel.
Is
what it is.
Here's how I feel about dreams. When I was around 34 years old, I made a complete life change.
That was a long time ago, kids.
I said that I was not going to live a miserable life, that I was going to pursue my dreams. To me, dreams are the most important mission in your life. Stop what you're doing and examine your life. If your job is not leading you or putting you in a position where you can achieve your dream, then quit your fucking job.
Yeah, well, start looking for another job and then quit.
Don't just quit your job.
Quit your fucking job. If everything that you're doing is not a step towards your dream, then that is not for you to be a part of.
Then it's a detriment.
Find
what you're saying.
Find the things that lead you to your dream. I work my dream. I work 2 dream jobs. I'm a house painter, and I absolutely love it. I wouldn't trade it for any other job in the world. And I'm also a DJ. And I did those things because
3 jobs.
Podcaster.
You're a podcaster.
And I'm doing this podcast. This is something that I've thought about for years and years. I've wanted to do a podcast on my own for a long time. And here I am, sitting in front of you, living proof that you can pursue your dreams if you remove those things that hinder you from getting to your dream.
Putting your mind to
the mental blocks.
Your dream is whatever it is you want to do, freedom fighters. Put all your effort into it. All of your effort into it. And it will manifest. But you have to get rid of the things that are stopping you from taking those steps. I gave up a lot. I lost a ton of stuff when I decided to pursue my dreams. And it takes sacrifice, and it's a hard road. But when you get to your dream job, it really is like living your best life you can live. I love painting. I love DJing. I love being here with these guys. My daily life is beautiful. I have a beautiful wife who loves me so much. I have pets. I've done so much. I've jumped out of airplanes. I've traveled all over. I've done all these incredible things because I don't let anything get in the way of that mission. It is the most important mission in your life. That's it for me.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah, dude.
No, good shit.
You were. I could tell that was building for a while because you were quiet. You were very patient while we all kind of fucking monologued over that, and then thank you for that.
So it's definitely what Chris is saying. It's a sacrificing your time, being disciplined to plan it all out. Right. It just takes a lot of
It's scary.
changing your mind. It's scary.
It's
Yeah, it
scary.
is.
Like when you decide, well, I'm going to leave this job and pursue my dream job.
Right.
Like that is like a scary feeling because you don't know what's in the future. When you look into the future, it's scary. You don't have no judgment. But when you look back in the past, it's easy to get into. Well, this happened, so I.
It's
can't
easier
do that.
to not do something.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
But when you pursue your dream, nothing is hard. It's not hard.
Yeah, I'm sure I can speak for all you guys. I'm sure there's been times, including myself, where like even to do the podcast, like, not really feeling it today. I'd rather do this or whatever. But no, we make the time for it.
Right.
Obviously there's times where we can't. So that's why we were lagging on this episode. We just can't do it.
Daily life gets in the way of our fucking dreams.
But when we can actually get it done, right, we can fucking do it. We just got to put our mind to it and sacrifice
all your effort into it.
Yeah.
Because when your dream becomes reality, it's such an amazing feeling.
Hard work pays off.
It does. It really does.
Dude, and I will say something too. Like, I'll open up to our freedom fighters here a little bit too. There's been a couple of times where I've come in here, we've all gotten together, and there's been days where
You were drunk?
where I was drunk. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to be open and honest about that. No, yeah. I don't have a problem. Anyway, it was no, like there's been some time. It's debatable. There's been some times where I wasn't exactly gassed to like start the podcast. You know what I mean? Like, I just wasn't feeling it. And so when I had a previous podcast, and there had been nights where we'd all get together, we'd have a couple of beers, we're getting ramped up to do our show. And then I would just be like, you know what, guys, like, I'm not feeling it. Another guy would be like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it tonight either. We just weren't in a good enough mood to really get the.
And then you wouldn't do it.
We wouldn't do it. We'd stop it. We'd skip that week, or we'd skip that day. We come back and do it the next day, hopefully, if we all had time to do it. But sometimes if we only had that one day a week, well, then that's a week that went by. And people will be like,
Right.
where the fuck's the show? You know what I mean? So, but with you guys, like, it's never really a struggle. There's been times where I've come in here in a headspace that was less than favorable for doing this show. But as soon as these fucking lights come on, and we start,
Showtime.
dude, we start fucking talking.
Yeah.
I don't know what it. I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to get emotional about it, but I'm just saying, like, we come and we deliver every fucking week because
it's science.
it's fun. It's fucking fun, dude. I'm having a fucking great time.
It's all about having
every
fun,
time.
yeah, with your dreams, definitely. And
Every
it's
time.
like, I always look at it as it's like when I was in a band, it was like even when you were sick, you didn't feel it, you would get up there, and as soon as it was time to go, boom, go. I know you guys knew a couple times where I was like, I'm hella tired. I'm
Right.
like, I'll do it. I'm hungover, I'm tired, I'm whatever it is, right? And then as soon as we go, boom, on.
Dude, I've
Dude,
watched you drink 2 fucking pre-workouts,
Yeah.
be gacked as fuck,
Yeah.
and then like you get on the show and we're just like, yeah, everything's fine. It all just worked out.
Sure.
Dude, there are times like when I DJ, like say for a wedding, right? There's a music worksheet I give my clients, and they fill it out, and then I have to get that music worksheet and find all this music. If I don't have it, download it, organize it. And while I'm at the wedding, I'm in charge of keeping time. So I have to keep the wedding on schedule. So I have to make sure that the food is delivered on time. I have to make sure speeches are delivered on time, dances. So to keep the progress of the
Schedule.
of the schedule of the reception moving. And I hate it every time. Like,
Yeah.
this is the worst
You hate
part
the managing
of
part of
DJing
it. Yeah.
is having to do this stuff. And even if I'm going to go to a club, I have to have good music. I have to have new music. Even if it's old music, I have to find different versions of it. And it's tedious and time consuming. But the payoff is when I'm DJing and people are dancing and the lights are going and the atmosphere is electric, I get so fucking excited,
You're
dude.
a fucking rock star.
Yeah,
dude.
I fucking love it. Like, there's no greater feeling than that than making people dance, dude. Music is something. I mean, Johnny, you know,
Oh, yeah.
music is the only thing on this earth that can enter your soul without your fucking permission.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
whether you're
It's-
sad,
that's a-
mad,
Yeah.
whatever
That's
it
a
is.
good. I like that.
Yeah.
That's really
It's
good.
true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Going on a T-shirt.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have more to say about this topic?
Just follow your dreams.
Yeah.
That's the most
Make
most
time.
important mission in
and
your
make
life.
time
That-
for 'em.
It's the most important
Manage
mission
your
in
time
life.
around them.
That's
Fuck
exactly
it.
what I was gonna say. Just make sure you make time for yourself to achieve your goals, and not only that, it'll be a great reward for you, your family, friends. Your whole outlook and attitude on life will change once you decide to make time
Right.
and start pursuing something that makes you happy.
And a lot of people with the time issue, especially if you only find that you like, say you write it all down and then you find that you only have an hour here, hour there. Well, that's cool. You have an hour. So fucking make that work, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Plan it out.
Cut back on something that's not being productive.
Yeah.
And this is me like almost like telling myself this, but like
Sure. Well, we're
little-
telling ourselves this as well.
a little bit every day. A little bit every day is still progress.
Sure.
Yeah,
Small
yeah.
steps, man.
Every,
But as long
every
as you have
step
the
to your
discipline
dream
to
is
do it.
progress, Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Abandon yourself to your dream.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
You're full of good one-liners.
Yeah.
Nice. I know. Damn, Chris.
What's
what
in
the
that
what
rock
the
star?
fuck,
Dude, this is my thing.
Can I
dude.
have some of that, or what's
following
going
my
on?
dream, dude? I've done this. I mean, I've worked so hard to have the life that I've always wanted to do, like travel and skydive and do all those cool things, and it's something that I'm really passionate about. People following their dreams, and not getting caught up in that 9 to 5 stuff. Even if you have to sacrifice your money and your time, it's better to pursue your dream than pursue a dead end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can vouch for that because about a year ago, I left a job that was making me substantial money, but I was miserable. To where I work now, I have the free time to actually do this. At my old job, there was no way that I would have been able to be
Right.
and meet up with you guys and to do research and everything else for this podcast. So sacrifices be damned. I mean, the payoff, I'm happier, I'm healthier.
If you love it, use
Yeah.
the discipline that you have
Exactly.
to make the schedule to follow your dreams.
Yeah.
And
You know what I
eventually it won't become a sacrifice. So-
yeah, no, that will become part of your daily.
Especially
Your
if you
daily
have this
grind,
little
you know what I
thing
mean?
that's magical called talent.
Yeah.
Are
Threw a
you,
little damper in there.
are you implying that any of us have talent?
Oh, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just
Okay.
saying that
Okay.
anyone trying to follow their dreams, they have to be realistic about them too. Like,
yeah.
you can't say you want to be a singer if you can't sing.
Yeah.
Right?
I just didn't
so
want you
think
to-
about it. You know what I mean?
I just didn't want us to get ahead of
Hard
ourselves
work.
here.
Yeah.
is all I'm
Hashtag
saying.
realize what you can do before you go chasing.
be a little realistic there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, Jesus.
And there are steps to do that too. You can take singing lessons and all that
But
crap.
some
And if
people just
and if
stop.
you can't, then you can just start playing an instrument. You can do other things. I'm
Yeah.
just using that as an example.
Or DJ.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or DJ.
Yeah. Whatever.
That was I got it. That was funny.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we can just get right on the first one here. Watch this broad fucking nail these poor kids. She's on the left side, I believe. Right here. I think that's her on the left. No? Am I wrong? Oh, it's her.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Knocked her in
She's
the butt.
checking her neck. She's checking her neck.
Damn.
Watch.
Yeah,
She
there
got
we go.
Oh,
Boom. Fuck.
That
Hell
was
yeah.
a fucking line drive right
That
in
was
her fucking
awesome.
stomach, dude. That was awesome.
That was right in the bread basket.
Wow, that was awesome.
I like it.
All right. That's all the humor I got for this one.
All right.
You guys going to take a
Yeah,
break
take a
and
little break.
Yeah,
we'll
take
come
a
on back and do the other half?
Yeah.
It'll rub one
Okay.
out.
Thank you very much. Freedom Fighters, we will be back for round 2 in just a moment.
Oh my God, Kenny.
You guys got your shout outs queued up?
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as Kenny's done. All right.
Sorry, I had to go in.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is round 2. Freedom First podcast. Thank you. That was nice. That was like we could do like together.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. We're going to go ahead and quickly do some shout outs before we forget. Go ahead, everybody.
Shout out to Steven. He gave me this patch. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a great white shark breaching. It's a tactical patch. It's pretty cool. Thanks for
Science.
that. Yeah.
Because
Nice.
stay the fuck out.
Thanks
Yeah.
for the science.
He knows what's
Steven.
up. Stay the fuck out of the water.
Also, same guy, Steven. Thank you very much. Quick
Nope,
stop.
different guy. Different guy.
Steven.
Different
guy.
Steven.
Same
Steven.
name.
Quick stop though.
Yeah, different
Different name.
Different guy.
Different guy. Same name.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No more 32
Sorry.
ounces for you.
Yeah, I gotta. Maybe I do have a problem. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're all about realization here on
Yeah,
the show.
Steven from
and,
Quick Stop.
yeah.
Thanks for Jamie's pin there.
Yeah, thank you. This thing's fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah. So both Stevens shout out. What up? Anyone else
Shout
got
out.
shout outs?
Yeah,
I want to
shit.
shout out.
Go ahead. You want to go first?
I just want to shout out
Oh, okay. There you go.
Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder. Shout out to Bob. So shout out to my crew on Xbox. my son Christian, Zach, and Aaron. What's up, guys? Thank you guys for showing me all kinds of cool games and all that fun stuff. Shout out to my brother Johnny. He's he loves the podcast and he listens to all the episodes, and I think that's pretty cool because he used to beat me up when I was a kid.
Nice to both. All right, cool.
And shout out to Mikey. Shout out to I got all kinds of shout outs. People are like bugging me. Shout out to Joey. Shout out to Manuel, Ryan. Shout out to Gantes. All right, that's it.
That's how you know you made
Kenny,
it. Man.
you got any?
There's a lot of
No,
shout-outs.
Chris fucking took all the shout outs.
Shout out to the fucking freedom fighters.
Fucking A.
Stay in the
Fighters.
fucking fight.
Stay out of the water.
Oh, for sure.
Dude, that was
Thread number
beautiful.
2.
That was fucking beautiful.
Right.
Oh my god! Did you guys rehearse that?
No,
No.
we're just in sync because
freestyle.
we're sitting close together.
Yeah.
I got
See what
one.
happens? We're like the fucking Wonder Twins.
Yeah,
now.
you guys are like
You guys are shit. We're the Wonder Twins.
the
the black and the Hispanic
Yeah.
version.
Yeah, your dad jokes are all gonna fucking
Yeah.
sync up with
All
each
right,
other.
cool. So speaking of shit, mysterious pooper in New Jersey.
What
We have a
is
little
with you
story to
guys
bring to you, freedom fighters at home.
What is it with you guys? in
People
Which one is
need
it?
to know.
The shit one.
People
Jersey.
need
That
to
one.
know
There it is.
to know where not to step. That's what.
Sure.
It's a true
This
thing.
is
It's a
It's
true.
important.
I don't
Don't
understand.
step
So
here.
not just in the streets of San Francisco,
No.
but also in the New Jersey.
Watch
Yeah, I
out where
don't
you
think
step in New
it's-
Jersey.
which is the sewer of
I don't
the
think it's
East
ridiculous.
Coast. Just
yeah.
like first goes the sewer,
Here we
then
go.
fucking West Coast.
Here we go.
We have volume on
Toilet
this one.
of
we
the
got
East Coast.
Here it is.
In a bizarre twist, police
Or
have
we don't
arrested
have volume
and
on
charged
this
a
one.
superintendent
Supposed to
in
be.
New
Oh, wow.
Jersey
Hey,
for
who's
pooping
that?
on the football field of a high school from another district. According to
Yeah.
NJ.com, the coaches and staff at the Homedale High School complained that the football field had become the subject to daily defecation. Determining to get to the bottom
Daily
of things,
defecation.
police
He
installed
went
a
for the
surveillance
touchdown.
camera. That's when they caught 42-year-old Thomas Tremaglini taking a morning run on the school's
He looks like
track.
a serial
morning
pooper.
Committing the
dump.
dirty deed. He was arrested at 5:50 a.m. and
Look at those
charged
eyes.
with lewdness
You
and
just
public
imagine him with his
defecation.
pants down,
He's
he's
been
like
the
squeezing
Kenilworth
off a turd.
School superintendent since
Fuck yeah.
2015.
He's a
making over
superintendent.
$140,000
Yep. Is this crazy?
a year,
Yeah,
according
I've
to
seen this story a
NJ.com.
while
The track
ago.
is 3 miles from where he lives, but it's unclear what his motive would have been. Commenting on the shocking event, his district wrote to Facebook, given the nature of those charges, he asked for and was granted a paid leave of absence.
Oh wow, and they're paying him for shitting. Shout out to Chris because he sent me this little article to share on the.
Fucking kidding
yeah.
me?
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, crazy, right?
Dude, so to touch on this,
Yeah.
I got to tell you that. So over at my dad's place, he's got these security cameras set up, right?
Uh-oh.
He had his very own serial pooper.
Are you serious?
I'm not even fucking joking.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lady, and like he got her on camera. She would just walk in. So his gate, right? It's like it's an open driveway, and it's on the street. You can just walk in the street there, and there's the fence, and the driveway comes down. Well, you can kind of
Tuck yourself in
peel
there a little.
along the fence line there,
Yeah.
and you're concealed from traffic,
Right.
but you're not concealed from his fucking security cameras.
Take a little squat.
Nice.
Little
Dude,
poop.
this lady would just fucking squeeze one off and then use like the
Pinch
bushes,
one off.
the whatever the fucking leaves on the ground, and fucking clean herself up,
Good Lord.
tuck it all back in, and then she'd fucking bounce. And like the police got involved, and like this lady is not supposed to be out walking around. She's mentally ill, and she has a history of being aggressive to people. And she's not supposed to be able to leave her house. She has people that are supposed to watch her, and they're doing just a bang up job of it because she just leaves
Right.
whatever the fuck she
Right.
wants. Apparently,
So it's a 5150 number 2.
it's a 5152. Yeah,
5150.
yeah. That was good.
Sure.
Yeah. Have you seen? There's videos of people like.
Yeah, I don't watch those videos.
There's videos of-
contrary
of
to
guys-
popular to belief.
who set up fucking cameras in these like little areas where people are like serial shitting, right? And
Why would they,
they
shit in
put-
your cereal, bro?
They put fucking like hoses and shit. I mean hoses of that spray water.
Right.
When people take down their
and then
pants
blast 'em?
and just blast
That's
them, dude.
cool.
We got to find some fucking.
That would be
videos,
fucking
find
good.
some
We'll
of
have
those
to find
videos,
those.
dude.
No,
Those are
some
hilarious.
some serial shit justice videos.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
no.
Why? This is science, bro.
Kenny doesn't.
They
like
don't show
anything that has
anybody
to do with
shitting.
poop.
They just like show them taking down their pants, and then all of a sudden, just this like
Dude, Kenny doesn't.
crazy amount
They
of
get
water
blasted
hits
away.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking.
Kenny doesn't think poop is funny.
This
at
is
all.
science, bro.
Like not even a little
Science.
bit.
Yeah.
I feel like.
It's informative.
It is.
Yeah. All right.
It's really not.
No cereal pooping.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's pretty.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Dude, poop is funny, man.
Do not do that.
That's
Poop is
debatable.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh
remember
my God.
we did. Dude, we've done so many poop things. You guys
Sure.
remember? You guys remember cake farts?
Oh, of course. Episode 5.
That wasn't
standard.
That wasn't really poop, but
That
I mean,
is not the standard,
That's the
Johnny.
standard, bro.
No.
Hashtag look it up.
I'm just saying.
Moving
That shit
along.
was-
All right.
Moving
That
along.
show is off the.
Remember how you can send poop to
You can say
people?
a
Oh
lot.
yeah,
Say it
poop
louder.
in the mail.
Say it
Come
louder.
on now.
Moving
It's legal.
along.
Shitting all over
It's
San Francisco
legal.
streets. Come on
Hey,
now. This
legal.
is a
Hey,
major
hey.
thing.
We're going to the next topic. Not gonna.
No, we're doing free talk stuff.
No, we're not.
Let's do the camp shower thing. Little prepper kind of thing. Got a
Camp
camp shower video.
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Is this
what
a
do we
solar
got?
shower?
This guy?
No, it's
No?
it's a cool little. Yeah, go and play it. Yeah, no, that
It
was
is this one?
Yeah, the guy walking
Okay.
with a bucket in the camp. Yeah.
Oh.
Why do I
There
feel
we
like
go.
he's gonna go take it down?
He's
No,
gonna go, is
he's
he
not.
pooping in the bucket? He's gonna
No,
poop in it? Poop in it.
no, this is a cool little product.
All right.
Just play it.
All right.
There's no volume. So yeah, you get this little. You take your little bucket with the water. You put a little motor inside there, and you throw your little what's it called? Shower nozzle thing up on the tree. And yeah, you can take a camp shower. I think it's pretty cool. It's all backpack. You know, you can backpack it in. Think
Oh,
it's
it
cool.
actually has like a little pump in it. or
Yeah,
something.
check it out.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. You could recharge it on your what's got the USB port.
No.
So, yeah,
shit,
you can.
huh?
Yeah, so you can get one of the little solar panel things to bring with you in the wilderness.
And it's got the movable
So you
shower
can
head.
keep
so
your balls clean, freedom fighters. Your taint can stay clean
yeah.
when you are
Yeah.
camping.
And it's got that
I think it's pretty cool.
removable shower
Yeah,
head.
look,
that
you can
the-
wash your fucking
that
car.
the women are so proud of, are
Yeah.
really fans of.
Sure,
you know?
absolutely.
So there's that.
That's good looking out.
There's a clean woodsy masturbations.
Sure.
And, for the ladies.
yeah,
as
absolutely.
it were.
And you can wash your puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
That
cool.
is
You throw it in.
probably the most useful thing I've seen this thing do so far. Is
So
wash your
I
dog.
feel like when your taint's dirty in the wilderness, you
Yeah.
might kind of change
baby
your
wipe
tune.
shower.
There is
Freedom
that.
fighters do it baby wipe style.
It feels like both would
Oh,
work.
Look, you can
plug
see,
it
I
into
told
my
you.
iMac.
There you
That's
go.
nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's a cool little invention.
Oh, it's got an auxiliary port too, so
See?
we can listen to music and we can do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
You have your porn music when you're.
Yeah.
How do you feel
when I'm
about that,
washing my
Kenny?
tank?
I think it's pretty cool.
How do you feel about that,
Change
Kenny?
it. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I got a question for you guys. Do you guys like sunsets or sunrises better?
Sunsets.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hate being up in the morning.
I'm
So, yeah.
a sunrise guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Kenny?
Kenny's mad right now.
Kenny, do you like sunrise or sunsets? This is a simple fucking question.
I like them both.
You do? I think I would say the same. I think I like sunsets a little bit better because you get that golden, like sky kind of thing. And if you guys wanted to take a shower, you can look up golden showers, and you'll just find all these cool sunset videos of showers that are golden.
I fucking hate you right
So
now.
check that shit out. Look it up, Freedom Fighters. Do the research.
You're so, oh my
This is why
You know-
we shut Johnny down.
You know what kind of sunrises I like the best?
Wait,
Which
hold
one?
on. Hold on.
Tequila sunrise.
Oh God! Come
So-
on.
This is why I sit next to him so shit
No.
like this doesn't happen. Yes.
No. That's debatable.
It's starting to make sense
You
why
thought
this
you could
whole
stop this?
movement
setup.
happened. Yeah,
Right,
yeah. It's starting to make a lot of
exactly.
sense.
You thought you could stop this from happening?
No, you cannot stop the.
This
This is the revolution.
This was the plan in Sideshow 5.
Let me cross off golden showers off my list there. Okay. We can continue
He
now.
actually had it.
Yeah.
He actually fucking had it on his list. That's
Really, I
hilarious.
swear to God, like,
That's fucking hilarious.
The stuff that we're talking about, Johnny has written down.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Don't.
This
I
is
mean,
science, people.
He really thinks about this stuff.
I do.
It is. It
I'm
is.
getting
It's
a fucking
anatomy.
headache.
It's science. Which is it's science,
bro.
Yeah.
That was an invention. It's nature.
I'm gonna stab
Bunch
you.
of science.
That was. Pretty
There's
cool
a bunch
invention,
of.
though.
Yeah, I
I'm
think it's a cool
going
product,
to
personally.
stab you, seriously.
Yeah, and you could do the old golden shower thing.
Just-
So just check it out.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, I got a free talk. It's a podcast I've been listening to. It's called Rabbits. So this is put on by Pacific Northwest podcast. They have a series called Tanis, Dark Tapes, and this is Rabbits. This is one of my favorite ones. In the series, Carly Parker searches for her missing best friend that leads to a mysterious, nameless, ancient game the players refer to as rabbits. A secret, dangerous, and occasionally fatal oh, man, I'm blowing it. Underground game where the prizes are unclear.
You're doing fine.
There may be large sums of money. They're not sure if they're going to be invited to the NSA or the CIA recruitment, or perhaps even unlocking the ancient mysteries. What's cool about this is they have a lot of pop culture references, and not like newer pop culture references, but older ones. Like they talk about Commodore 64.
Like 80s and 90s.
Yeah, 80s and 90s pop culture, which is totally cool. I mean,
So
I think
it's like some fucking. This is like Ready Player One, the podcast.
Pretty much.
No, because it's not so much the gaming side of it.
Mhm.
It's finding clues in the game that lead you to.
So this is a podcast that's a game. Like, is it a narrative? Like, it's a story?
Yeah,
they're
it's a
telling?
story. Okay, so
Okay.
Carly
how is it-
Carly Parker, the person, the main podcast broadcaster, she's involved. Her best friend goes missing, and it's out of her character to disappear. So she starts looking for a friend. The cops won't give her any information.
But the way you're explaining this to me is that you're what a podcast is what we're doing here.
Right.
So is it kind of this? It almost sounds like it's some sort of a choose your own adventure. Like
No.
They're telling you.
So she's looking. So she's looking for her friend, right?
Okay.
And as she's looking for her friend, she gives the podcast updates. Like she'll do a whole story, like an hour long. What happened from the last time we were on the podcast to now.
So it's like a mystery kind of thing?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
ongoing. It's a mystery. They're solving stuff.
It's a story mystery kind of thing.
Imagine like old-timey radio. Like before there were TVs, they had storytelling,
So it's
right?
more of almost like
Okay.
an old-timey
Yeah.
radio show
So
than it is a podcast, really.
They describe it as TV for your ears. So they're describing in detail things that are happening, things that are going on,
Mhm.
like people, like mysterious people showing up, them stumbling onto certain artifacts they have to find, stuff like that. It's really intriguing.
Okay.
So where'd you
Yeah.
find this?
It's very interesting. Okay.
Actually, my friend Andrew, hey Andrew, shout out to Andrew. He turned me on to Tanis. Tanis is like similar, but it's more of like the occult. And Black Tapes is like another podcast that I listen to. It's all part of the Pacific Northwest on podcast company or whatever they're called.
Mhm.
Okay.
In the Black Tapes, they're doing paranormal research, but from a skeptic's point of view. And in Rabbits is
But do they have tactical vest? Plate carriers.
maybe
I know. Should we do
I
it?
don't
maybe
think we do
maybe
it.
maybe you
Snap.
should. There might be plate. Hey,
Ready for ghosts. Let's do it.
See, there you go. So
Yeah.
you're saying?
yeah, there might be plate carriers in the podcast. So you'll have to find out. You'll have to by listening.
Yeah, I doubt it. They're not as badass as we are.
Hell no. This is Grim 86 Freedom First podcast, baby.
We need to make a patch.
We do. We
Yeah.
need a
We
patch.
get a patch. I got a guy. I got
That's
a guy
a-
for patches.
What do you? What are
He's
you
talking about like the Velcro patch like this thing.
Sticking
Is
on
it
Jamie.
PVC or are they cloth?
Yes.
There,
Oh.
official.
Yeah.
Official.
Stay out of the fucking water. All right, so yeah, check out this podcast story timey
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Check out Rabbits.
Yeah, or you could just go to the bar and drink beer. So
Yeah, and beware
Yeah.
of fucking ghosts. And
yeah,
if you
Yeah.
encounter them, make sure you got the
Your
proper
plate
protection.
carrier. Yeah.
yeah.
Because go shoot.
You don't fucking know.
You don't
they
know
don't.
shit.
They
You don't
might
know that they
stab.
don't. You don't know that they don't.
I've never heard of a
I'm
shooting
just
ghost.
saying.
You niggas
Dude,
have issues.
You know, yo,
I've heard of ghost
I'm ready to
stabbing
go.
people.
I'm ready to go, dude. Whatever. I don't give a
I've
fuck.
heard of them.
Yeah, it's
scratching
called
people.
Incubus.
Succubus.
Incubus.
Incubus.
The band?
No,
So having sex with.
it's a demon
Okay,
that haunts your
anyways.
dreams.
So, anyways, look it up.
Yeah, Incubus.
Not the band.
Hey, Mega, low maniac.
Wow,
you're
don't.
no
Yeah, remember when I
shit.
said
So
about
remember-
singing?
Yeah, you're no fucking Elvis.
Me and Kenny both went
Yo,
there. We're like, yeah,
never
remember that?
again. No.
Remember that time?
Just stick to DJ.
Okay. All right. Topic number 2 is beatboxing.
and how they cannot do it.
Yeah.
All right. So
So one of my dreams to learn to beatbox.
Social security. Yeah.
Oh,
Social.
The
Yeah.
security of your social.
Kenny, you want to go ahead and kick us off on this bad boy,
No,
please?
never.
I asked very nicely.
I don't give a fuck.
That's so rude. In
'Cause
front
I'm
of
a-
in front of all the freedom
Because
fighters.
I'm a rude mother.
Yeah.
Kenny, kick it off.
Okay, so Social Security. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. What is it?
It's the security of your social.
Wow.
Is what it is.
I don't want my security socialed.
It's a forced program by the government.
Wow.
That is
To,
why I don't want forced social security.
to ensure that everyone gets equal pay if they've worked
Socialism security.
day in their life.
Yeah.
And it also has to do with health. The Social Health Network. So I'm going to give you a little background on it.
You got like a lot of cards there.
Yeah,
I'm hoping
I do.
I feel like you got a lot of stuff to
A
say.
lot
about
of
it.
A lot of
stuff.
cards on the table.
So Social Security was started late 1936. It was run through the post office at the time, so your local post office. So at that time, there was 45,000 local post office that were deemed to pass out Social Security cards or applications back then. They were called the SS4, which was then transmitted to your job. It was their duty to count the number of employees and then give that back to the post office, who would then give them then what's called an SS5, which was the application that you had to fill out stating where you lived and everything.
I already hate it because of the bureaucracy that's involved.
So there was 45,000 post offices. 1,074 of them were actually assigned the typing center. What would you call that? Not the definition.
Were
of
they
it.
like document it or
Right. Where so basically you would go and you could actually they would type up the Social Security cards right there.
Yeah,
and
to
you could
file
give
them and
to
document
file
them.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So you would take your SS5 once you filled it out, went to the local center like your DMV, give them this information. They would then in turn write your name and your Social Security number on it. Not until 1972 were the first three numbers on the Social Security card designated for the zip code that you were born in. So
Mhm.
before then, they were just numbers. They really had no rhyme or reason for the first three. The second one is your group number. It's all sequential, so it starts from 0 to 99, and it lets them know within what group you are as far as the government tracks. The last four is for. I couldn't find out what the last four means.
So it's definitely a tracking.
Yeah,
one way of tracking.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
'cause
monitoring people.
They
kind
give
of.
you information and everything else, and then the last four is kind of like, oh, it's designated
Mhm.
for
Mystery.
Your NSA
Yeah,
file.
pretty much. So,
We don't get to know that part.
Yeah.
for those of you that don't know, Social Security is a program that you are forced to pay into when you work.
It's not
You
voluntary.
don't have a choice. It's taken from your paycheck before you see your paycheck, and it goes into
Theft.
a bucket for people that are typically 65. It used to be 55.
Mhm.
It keeps getting higher and higher.
Because the life expectancy is
expectancy.
raised
Right,
or higher.
correct. I think now it's up to 75.
Motherfucker.
Jesus, I didn't
It's
know.
like 70 something before you're eligible, unless
They really don't want you to
Dude, if I
use it.
Yeah, and
Right.
that's the whole thing. They always say, "Oh, well, it's for your retirement, it's for this, it's for that." No, they're trying to hold on to that money. They're not
So-
trying to give it back to the people.
Dude, when I gotta
the
say,
government actually uses it to fund other things for the government.
Absolutely.
I just want to say that when I'm 75, I hope that I've been dead for 10 years. Fuck, dude.
we'll have to talk to you then,
Yeah.
God
See what
damn
you
it,
say.
dude.
or
Wait.
transfer your consciousness.
Into a fucking robot.
Yeah.
So it was actually the program was come up by a group of socialists
Of course.
to help
Hence the name.
right to help people that were either injured or older, basically because life expectancy was a lot shorter back then. And after the Great Depression and everything, to help the everyday man.
This is part of the New Deal, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
To help the everyday man be able to survive if something were to happen to them, or they got to retirement age and they didn't
Right.
store their cash or their money, right? it also ties into the program for like health, because back then, even like today, the talk is national health care, which it was brought up and shot down, which
Exactly. Let me interrupt real quick. So it's the same thing with so your retirement is not in your hands at this point. Like a lot of people, if this program didn't exist, people would be voluntarily using their own money to be responsible for themselves, instead of trusting a government, which is disgusting. And they would actually have their own plans. They could retire earlier. They could do it would open up a lot more freedom for the individual to make more money off their retirement, to retire when they actually want to.
So
instead of being controlled by the system.
That's what a 401k is.
Yeah, well, there's that and other retirement programs, because who knows what would exist if this didn't exist,
right?
Correct?
But I'm just saying, like the 401k, be it as it may, that it's a like maybe it's a not necessarily a government assisted program, but it is a government program. It's usually assisted by the employer. It is 100% voluntary. You do not have to pay into it if you don't want to, and you can actually select at what point in your life you decide to receive those benefits, and depending on which one that you select, from what I understand, the interest rates will vary. So the farther away you push it from your current age, the higher the benefit.
Correct.
Yeah.
I only just recently learned about 401ks because I have one now, because my employer will match my contribution up to a certain percentage. So I had to.
Do you know what your percentage is?
I do. I don't want to. I'll tell you later. But
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's not spectacular. But I mean, I matched or I put in the max that they would match. So I'm getting essentially double what I put in, which is pretty spectacular if you really look at it.
This is what pensions were for originally. Like you get a pension from work after you've retired. Like you pay into your pension, your pension matures. Once you hit 25 years in whatever industry you're in, and you get this pension. But since Social Security's come in, people have stopped working for pensions. People have stopped working towards that retirement goal, because we have this system of Social Security.
System.
A fucking net.
But the problem is we are $22 trillion in debt. There's no, when you're in debt, there's no such thing as a savings account.
Yeah, government could go bye-bye tomorrow, right?
I don't care what they say. If you're in debt, you don't have a savings account. And that's basically what Social Security is. It's a giant savings account that is absolutely broke.
Right. Yeah, so the subject irritates me.
Triggered.
Yeah. The whole premise behind it is stupid. It is. It's basically you have the younger generation working to support the older generation by force.
Yep.
It's not by choice. It's not where I want my money to go, but you deemed it so by forcing me to pay into something that I don't know anything about.
Taxation is theft.
Yes.
So basically, yeah, it's a form of tax on the younger generation, so the older generation can then retire and run around and spend that money.
Redistribution of wealth is always bad. Doesn't matter if you get a little something, or you think you get that little dangling carrot in front of you. You think you're going to get something out of it. It's still bad. Still initiated by force.
Right. So because people are living longer, this is where the money started drying up. Right. So say
and devalue of the dollar.
Correct. So you have it pretty much where even if you only worked, say 15%. So say Chris worked 15% of his life and then started collecting Social Security. He gets that for the rest of his life no matter what. Whereas Johnny worked 100% of his life and paid into it. They would still get the same equal amount
of benefits. Yeah.
How is that fair?
Nope.
That's why socialism doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right?
Because it's the same thing. If you have a job, if somebody works, 3 days compared to your 6 days or 5 days,
right?
You get the same amount of money.
And stop thinking that just because you get, or the promise of getting something out of it, that it's okay. It's not okay.
No.
This is not okay.
No.
If it's immoral across the board.
It's right or wrong.
Yeah.
But not only that, so you have that basis, but America is now tied to your Social Security number is everything. So it depicts your credit, I mean, they found ways to take a group and subject them to using this number to track them their whole entire lives. So you get a social security number, I think, when you're like 1, right?
No, when you're born.
I think it's when you're born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when you're born?
With your birth certificate, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they give you a social.
No, because I think you have to go afterwards. You have to have your birth certificate to get a social security.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, so it's after.
When you're a baby.
When you're a baby. 1, baby, whatever. So then you have this number attached to you, which has a credit rating, which we all know the credit rating for the United States is pretty much shit. Not only that, we're one of the only countries that actually uses this number to basically deem what you're worth.
The system.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you're born, okay, your credit score is at, say, 400 or 300, I think it is. So you have to then build credit once you turn 18 or however old you are to get a credit card or whatever to start purchasing.
Well, even to have a bank account, to just about to do anything as far as money goes, you have to
have a social security.
Yeah, you have to have a social.
So even if you weren't born here, what it is, they'll give you a temporary work number is what they're called. It's a work card.
So they could text, yeah.
Yeah,
and
so
it
you
says
can
for
start consuming.
right.
And they can
It's
fucking
essentially
take
the
their
same
piece.
thing, though.
So no, it's the same thing. So it's a social security number, but the difference is this one says for work purposes only, which is not true because they track your income to know, okay, this is another way how they find out how much money you make, so they know what to tax you if you're not paying your taxes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just all government tracking.
Government tracking, control, taxation.
In today's world, they average out to, I think it is like 170,000 new social security numbers a year or something like that.
That's it.
Yeah. So, like I said, I don't know. The whole thing is
Poo-poo.
is a farce.
Yep.
It's a fraud. It's a
Nice way to
flawed
put it
system.
that
It's destructive. It's a fake promise.
Yeah. True. Anyways.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have more on that, Kenny?
No, that's pretty much it. Just the gist of it is, it's a number used to track you from birth until you die.
Right.
And then people think that, once you pass on, they recycle social security numbers. They really don't. They just come up with new numbers.
Well, you know that they not only track your credit through your social, but they also track your work history.
Well, no, yeah. That's essentially that's what it was for. So because you had employers lying about how many employees they had working, they came up with a system to then be able to track the exact number of employees.
What would be the benefit of a company lying about?
You don't have to pay that much in taxes. So if I tell you that I have less employees working for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a head. Basically, it's a head tax.
I see.
So even back then, they had head
even
tax.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even more a fucking incentive for us to believe that any type of taxation is fucking theft, because now we got people cheating the fucking system trying to save goddamn money.
Right.
So it's like,
yeah. Anytime
you're right. This is frustrating.
Bigger
this is fucking
government
frustrating.
subsidies when you lie about how many employees.
Anytime the
Right,
government
correct.
offers you a
okay.
service, it's taken from someone else.
Right.
Every time.
The government has no way to generate wealth at all.
Yeah.
Zero.
None whatsoever.
Except by force.
Right. You are the government's form of income, and
You're the government's
The government
bitch.
has to steal from you in order to come up with these social programs.
Now, can I touch on that for just
Yeah,
a
sure.
second?
Go
Because this is something that like will come up in arguments, and it's kind of something that I wish could happen, but I know the obvious blatant reality of it. Right? The government has budgets for programs. Okay, let's go ahead and put the military in one of those programs. Right?
Right.
What's stopping them from defunding something from that to put it back into something that benefits people?
What do you mean, like schools?
That would benefit people. Yeah.
Yeah.
because they don't make any money off that.
Right?
But still, it's
Right?
It's,
No.
it's still theft.
Look, I know that. I'm just saying that, like, I want. It needs to be explained because there's not a lot of people that understand that, like, no matter how the government has those budgets, no matter how they have that money, ultimately the way they got it is through fucking force.
Well, okay, so take, for example, the non-aggression principle. As libertarians, you make an oath to uphold the non-aggression principle. And in the non-aggression principle, it says that you won't lie, you won't steal, you won't cheat, and you won't harm anybody. So if we're treating each other in that manner, right? You and I as libertarians,
Right.
our politics should reflect our morality.
They should.
Okay, so if we take the non-aggression principle to government, then that's how we should rule as a governing body. We will not lie, cheat, steal, coerce, or harm people to achieve to come up with some kind of program or harm other people. Just in general.
But
Right.
you just you just described our government to a T, though.
Because we don't have more libertarians in our government. We don't have people who practice the non-aggression principle in our government. If our leaders, if our leaders practice the non-aggression principle in our government, then they wouldn't take taxes. Yeah. They wouldn't start wars.
But there wouldn't be a government.
Yeah, and
there would be. Yeah, it would be at a very small government, like local.
They wouldn't be multimillionaires either.
No, there wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And there would be no Federal Reserve.
People wouldn't be fucking profiting off of campaign proceeds, and pocketing shit and fucking. So that's taking private funding.
So when we say taxation is theft, it's because of our principles of the principles of the non-aggression principle is basically why taxation is theft. Taxation is coercion. Taxation is force. Taxation. So
taxation is robbery.
It's robbery. It's. I mean. We've gone through this, and this is why we say taxation is theft, because of the non-aggression principle, and it's straight up theft. I mean,
it is.
Yeah, it's if I don't pay my taxes, if I don't pay back Uncle Sam what he literally takes out of my fucking paycheck without me even fucking consenting to it, which is first of all stealing. Okay, right. If I don't do it, I get met with force.
Yeah,
I will have
under the threat of force.
Come to my fucking door. They will take me away for tax evasion, fraud, whatever. They'll throw the fucking book at me, whatever it is. But I will get in trouble legally if I don't pay the government what they think I owe them. And when I owe the Federal Reserve money, it doesn't make any fucking sense to me, because the way a fractional reserve banking system is, all the money's fucking fake.
Yeah, it's fake anyway.
All fucking fake.
It's not backed by anything. It has. I mean, there's no power that drives our economy besides.
It's fugazi.
Besides our hopes and dreams.
Anybody?
Fugazi.
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 It's fairy dust.
Yeah.
It's not real.
It's not real.
So to wrap up that segment, Social Security is another.
Socialism security.
Yeah. Exactly.
Is your slave number.
Is your slave number, and another way to.
Tax your ass.
It doesn't matter how
straight up.
It doesn't matter how moral or how kind it is to come up with these social programs like Social Security.
It's not moral. They think it's moral.
Yeah, it's absolutely immoral. And no matter how you dress it up, no matter who it benefits,
you can paint a pig, but it's still a pig.
It's absolutely immoral.
Yep. Alrighty.
All right, let's move to something else.
Going on to our last free talk, yeah?
A little tense.
It's like camping.
It needed to get that way.
It's intense.
I think
it's a serious fucking thing.
Yeah,
it is.
You know why you can only...
And they should know.
You know why you can only... what is it? How you say it? You know you only ran while you're camping and not run?
No.
Because it's always past tense.
Oh, God.
Womp womp.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it's a... No, it wasn't. But he said it, so I had to say it. Yeah.
Alrighty. So, free talk. Let's do this, our little stay out of the water segment here. Got a new one for you guys.
Oh, you got one? Let's pull that bad boy up real quick. Just real quick there.
All right.
This one, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Fire away.
Okay.
So we had our dolphins. We had our sharks, of course, crocodiles, alligators. And we got these little bastards.
Sea lions.
Black ninjas of death.
Yeah,
yes.
Motherfuckers, dude.
Dogs of the sea.
You ready?
Sea dogs.
You want to start it there? You want to start it?
Yeah, no, it's ready. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
It's raring to go.
You cued it on.
Yeah, it's all good.
Look at him.
Hey, I'm so nice.
I just want to sardine.
I just swim around.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but no. You're going to go after this little girl.
Hey, little girl. Pet my nose.
Yeah.
Pet my nose.
Did he
I'm
just
a happy
spit in
little-
her face?
Come
I'm
on.
a happy
Pet my
little
nose.
guy here.
Yeah, I'm a
I'm a nice
Go
guy.
ahead, take a little selfie with me.
Sit down.
It'll be funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Hey, let's take
Look
a
at
picture.
this
Get
shit.
over here, bitch.
Fuck. The violence of that fucking snatch.
I got a
That was
snack for
amazing.
Snatch
you.
right off the dock.
That
I
was
got
a
a snack
guy
for
left
you,
his
shark.
sunglasses. Look at him. What a
Yeah,
gentleman.
bullshit. The
Jeez.
fucking
What a fucking
sea lion was
gentleman.
wearing them.
Right?
Thug life.
You
Right.
fucking deal with it. Yeah, he's all deal with the joint in his mouth.
Little gangster rap cue.
I bet she has a big old hole in her
Yeah,
ass
it would
now.
Yeah, well, that's crazy, right? You
Look
can't
at-
even sit on the dock.
And he came back for more too.
Hey, you guys, this is a true story.
Yeah.
He was ready,
absolutely
dude.
fucking true story. So, not only is it the fucking ocean, but it's the sky also. So I was in Monterey.
Hold
I
on,
was-
you can't just combine those two things.
Yes,
together.
you can.
I'm terrified of both of them.
Yes, you can. Check this out. Okay, so I was at Monterey on the wharf. I was there with my buddy Gant, and
Is this
we got
Pelican
we
story?
got these bread bowls, right? And
Yeah.
we're enjoying them. And so my buddy's like, "Hey, take a picture of me and my brother." So I said, "Okay." So I step back. I'm just about to take the picture, and they're holding their bread bowls, and a fucking pelican swoops in and takes the fucking bread
Yeah.
bowl and disappears, dude.
It's gone.
It gone.
Yep.
The sea and sea birds are fucking evil. Stay
Yeah.
away from the water.
You know, not only that, but seals are fucking perverts. Do you know why seals like Tupperware parties?
Oh fuck.
Because they like their seals tight.
Oh.
Nice and tight.
Womp womp.
Fucking perverts.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, stay away from the water.
Stay away
Yeah.
from the fucking water.
I think we
Black
learned-
ninjas
I think we
of
all
death.
learned something new
yes.
today.
Yes, we did.
Science.
Seals are not nice.
Science.
Actually, nothing
no.
coming out of the sea is nice.
No, everyone stop. I'm fucking disappointed.
Why?
Why?
That joke?
Oh, that was great. They're
Oh,
perverts.
yeah.
No,
bro.
I'm disappointed with that
They're
joke.
little
that's
horny
kinda-
bastards. They're all loose, loosey little
I-
seals swimming around.
God damn it.
Just stop
Sorry.
trying to save it. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
No. It's not. It's
Why
science.
don't seals drink? Because they don't like to break the seal.
Yo, that was even
That was
That's,
even worse.
that's how bad your fucking
No,
joke was.
nah.
It was exactly that
Nah,
bad.
it wasn't.
It's science.
No, that wasn't science.
Dude, that's how bad the joke was.
I fucking quit.
That was way worse. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, anyone else have a little free talk here?
I don't really have much, actually. I feel like...
Have you guys ever talked on your cell phones or talked by your cell phones or computer and then all of a sudden about something that you've never actually looked up and then actually start seeing all these ads about it? And it's not just like,
Yes.
oh, I bought a car and now I
Yo.
see them everywhere. It's
So,
literally everywhere on your
I was
computer.
literally just talking about this the other day. at work with
NSA
one guy.
shit.
Yeah, and I was like, he was like, "Oh, I got a new phone," but it was kind of weird because I was talking to my wife about something. Then all of a sudden, I go on my Facebook page and it has an ad for like
Sure.
all this stuff, and I'm just
Yeah.
like,
So there was this couple.
That's
right?
a real thing. Hold on,
Yeah.
Chris. I'm
Go ahead.
sorry to
Go
interrupt
ahead.
you, but like that is a real thing that happens. From what I understand, so it's like it has not happened to me personally, but I've had so many people tell me, and everyone feels the need to tell me about all this shit because like you guys know that I'm super into like the
Right.
whole like, hey NSA, turn on my
Yeah,
TV, right? Like I'm really super into it, right? So that works for me. I like it. I really have all this stuff. It doesn't happen to me, but it seems to happen to everyone else that only has a cell phone.
Yeah, it's
Right.
definitely a cell phone.
Right.
Well,
Every time
well,
I've
check
had
this
it.
out.
that's
Check
because
this
you're
out.
in the network.
I could be talking.
Right? Yeah, they already trust
already
me.
documented.
They already trust me.
He's a
yeah.
good slave.
They're like, yeah, he's cool.
So Thursday night, I was hanging out with some friends. Right, we do like a dinner, and
We only friends, nigga.
we do like a dinner, and then we talk about issues, or we talk about subjects, or we try to learn from each other. I have a friend who's going to be a doctor.
You cheating on
And
us, Chris?
I have a friend who's a chef who works for Google.
You
so-
cheating on us, Chris?
Oh, wait, it's just something I do on the side.
So you're saying
Yeah.
you got friends who want to be on the podcast?
Yeah, basically is what I'm
seal-
saying. Yeah.
Seal joke was written
So-
down.
Okay.
So hey,
You
check
motherfucker.
check it
I
out.
fucking hate you, dude.
Check it out. So Thursday night, I was over at my buddy's house, and we were talking, and all of a sudden, my phone lights up, and it says voice unrecognizable. My phone is listening to our conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Have you?
I've had it happen
no,
before.
No,
It
hold up.
pops up.
Wait, hold
It
up.
says voice
And I don't
unrecognizable.
even
No,
use that
no,
shit,
stop.
and I've had it happen before.
You want to
No,
know
no,
what?
stop,
you
stop,
agreed
stop.
to that though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Have you like 'cause this is me defending Google. I'm going to defend Skynet, my robot overlord, okay? Have you done a voice match with Google?
I don't think so.
If you say the words
Okay, Google.
HEY Google on my phone, it will not light up, but if I say it, it will.
Really?
Yeah, watch. Say it out loud. Say HEY, say the words.
HEY.
No, I mean say the word. Say the word.
Hey Google. Wait, no. What,
No, right. You did it right.
Couldn't recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
see?
said it.
Couldn't
See?
recognize.
Now watch this. Hey Google.
Yep.
Oh
My
yeah.
fucking pin code comes up.
Yep.
But watch. Okay, Google. Couldn't recognize your voice. Probably
So
because
he hasn't done it.
So you have to. So here's the thing.
No?
Didn't recognize my voice.
Wah, wah.
Oh,
Cool.
Your voice is your phone's
Cool.
trying to show you up right now.
It is, dude. But so
NSA
check
is
this out.
listening.
There's a story, and it's
all the NSA.
It's
all
on
NSA. We know it.
it's on YouTube. This couple, they don't own a cat. They don't have, as a matter of fact, they don't have any pets. And every day at 6 o'clock, they talk about cat food.
I've heard of
cat
this.
food.
I've heard of this one.
And ads started showing up on their social media.
Yeah, Facebook feeds.
Yeah. Cat food ads.
It's because all ads are targeted. Like, I'm not trying to defend them. I know this is a fucking bullshit
Well,
thing.
I know the technology
but
behind
it's
it. Yeah,
targeted. They're
it's
targeted ads.
it's the
what they do
technology
on
behind
purpose.
it.
So basically, they're listening to you when you're not thinking
Well,
anyone's listening to
it's
you
a-
on your phone.
It's an
Yes.
It's an algorithm.
That's
they
what.
are.
Yeah,
So
but that's what you need to know.
the algorithm like tracks
Another episode 1 that we talked about.
Right. Monsanto.
You're
and
fucking
now-
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we
straight
go.
up, dude.
So there's an algorithm that they use. So if you say certain words like cat food and it keeps tracking that, it keeps popping up on the algorithm, then they know to place an ad on your social media or in your notifications.
Algo should really look into getting into music because I feel like he's got a lot of rhythm.
Womp womp.
I feel like you should just stop trying to tell jokes today.
You know why seals don't drink?
Hey, that joke was written down. I threw it. So
Still
that was
doesn't-
he saw it.
Still doesn't
Yeah,
make it funny.
proof.
Still
Yeah.
does not make it
I'm the
funny.
victim here. So
No, you made us victims.
No.
You totally did.
no, I was just helping the freedom fighters understand that seals are wars.
Yeah. God.
I'm just saying, it's science, bro. Yeah, they hang out with the rapist of the sea, and then look what happens.
Wow.
You're going to get noogies later, dude.
Nah,
It's just going to be just
it's debatable.
just right in there.
Yeah.
Noogies.
All right, so do we have any other free talk, guys? No?
No.
All right, so just be careful what you say around your phone. Turn that bitch off, and if you don't want to have Google or the NSA spying on you, put it in your microwave. Do not turn it on, however. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
Faraday cage.
That's actually a pretty good thing.
Wrap
Okay.
it up.
Dude, I'm ready. I'm
Otherwise,
ready.
you're going to pay
You guys ready?
paying child
Okay, so
support.
I got a couple things for you guys. We're going to wrap it up. Monsanto is still an asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We can all agree with that.
Yes, we can.
Right? Get motivated. Achieve your dreams, asshole.
Yeah, get
Yes.
out there and do it.
Come on, a little bit every day. Do what you can to make yourself better every day.
Every
It's really not that difficult, all right? Ghosts don't use guns, asshole.
They really don't.
You know, I don't know what I thought
That's
was going to protect me.
They
debatable.
carry
I mean,
guns, but they don't use them.
We'll see.
Ghost guns, bro.
Ghost guns are a whole other.
Yeah.
That's a whole other Jerry Brown thing that we
Yeah.
got to talk about at some point. Social Security is socialism security, asshole.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Fuck you, dude. All right. Taxation is robbery, asshole.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always. Always.
That's it.
Robbery.
Robbery. Once again,
don't
make
like
sure
it.
you subscribe, like, and share. Grim 86 Freedom First podcast. We have noticed that we have quite a few people that follow us on Facebook.
Yeah,
If you
thank
could
you.
please migrate over to YouTube
Yeah.
and do the same thing. So once again, make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you know when new videos are up. They're up almost now every day.
No, that was just that 1 week.
Where people lost their mind.
They were all
Johnny learned how to edit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
he got
actually a little trial and
crazy.
error.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, we did great.
Yeah,
So,
please. Yeah,
make sure
please.
you guys subscribe, comment. Still looking for 10 people. I think there's 2 slots left for the shirts. So if
Episode
you
8.
go to episode 8, and you leave a comment and you're the top 10, you will be receiving a shirt, a Grim 86 t-shirt. And I will be contacting those people within the next couple of days to get their information to send those out. So again,
Cool.
you have to be subscribed, you have to like it, make sure you share it, and then get notified.
Leave a comment.
That's 4 fucking things you got.
Or we're coming to your house.
So do it.
Making
Get
you
it
pay
in you,
taxes.
freedom fighters. Come on, let's make it happen. Here we go.
Yeah, that's it for us, everybody. Thank you guys once again for checking us out. Remember, freedom fighters, be kind to each other and don't trust your leaders. Peace.